Hey kids, welcome back to the channel. I'm Zach, not Kyle, or Zach for short, and today we're going to be remaking the Swamp Master Kennen skin. If you've been watching my channel, then you'll probably seen my video on the mistreatment of Kennen that I posted in mid-February, so basically 2 centuries ago. So it's no secret that I think Kennen is a mistreated champion. I didn't mention in that video, however, how horrendous some of his skins are, specifically Swamp Monster and Deadly Kennen. So today, I'm going to make over the former of the two, and Deadly Kennen is probably going to come at a later time. So let's get started. As I did with my Arcade Kaisa video, I started off with the color theory of the skin. While Arcade Kaisa had the issue of being too much, Swamp Master Kennen was way too basic. There isn't a lot going on from the color picked model. I only was able to color pick 6 primaries. I didn't pick shading, of course. Simplicity can work in this skin, but it doesn't because of the nature of the skin in particular. Something that I need to mention before we actually get into the remake of the splash art is that for the Kennen redesigns, there's a couple rules that we have to follow. 1. Infernal Kennen is the base for all current and future skins to come out for Kennen. If you remember from the skin portion of my Kennen video, you'll know he was in the 1000 Days Club twice. The last instance of this was in July 2020 when it was broken by Infernal Kennen, which almost everyone agrees is better than everything Kennen related in this game. 2. Kennen's original design has to be disregarded due to rule number 1. 3. Blood Moon Kennen and Infernal Kennen are his 2 best skins, which have things in common, therefore making them the basis for all future skins due to rule number 2. The similarities include headpieces, arched eyes, fluffy tops on the head, 3-bladed shurikens, etc. Now let's show off the splash redo. So it's obvious that I can't show what I replaced here because it's a full makeover of a skin. The only thing that I kept with this was the green skin, but it's not scaly anymore because the Swamp Kennen face is... choices. It does exist and we want our skins to be memorable for the right reasons. Anyways, the color palette is heavily changed, as you'll see in a minute. I made Kennen's face look more like a raccoon, since raccoons are filthy little gremlin childs, like Swamp Master Kennen should be. The outfit looks confusing on purpose. You can't add gradients to a purposely swampy skin, or it looks like Odyssey Aatrox got frisky one night in Bandle City, and no one needs that. And now that our brains are scarred with that image, we'll look at the top part of the outfit. The top is a mesh overlay with a beige long sleeve under it. The bottom half is strappy to be a bit more disorienting. It was originally going to be seaweed at first, but the model in the game would look weird as hell if I did that. Continuing the trend of good Kennen skins having headpieces that are interesting, the headpiece is dead leaves with a brown to gold hue. Kennen has face markings now instead of the scales to add more to the raccoon bearings. The weapon I made for him is actually inspired by Jade from Mortal Kombat. I also made a jade stone necklace around his big Yordle head. Moving down to the pants, I was originally going to take the femboy route and make it short shorts with the brush markings as knee pads. I scrapped this and saved the femboy aspect for the Deadly Kennen skin instead. We'll get there next week or sometime in the future. Now the pants are long beige pants with the knee pads mentioned earlier. I gave him no shoes because in a swamp, shoes get destroyed, so I think Kennen would use his 2.5 brain cells and barefoot it. And that's the initial design redo. Let's go over the new color theory. The new color theory adds yellow hues and orange shades into the mix and makes more of a substance in comparison to the old color theory, which we already defined as complete shit. There's a lot more colors here and it actually works, unlike how it did with Kaisa because of how drastic the color changes were. You'll also notice how everything leans to a gray tone. This is mostly because of how a swamp usually works. It's a boring, dull thing to look at, so I took that and added in a gray element to the base colors I had and made this. By the way, there are no chromas for this skin since no pre-existing ones were there, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. So let me know in the comments below if there's anything else you would do to this lizard man. And with that said, that's going to be it for this video. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to become not Kyle. If your name is Kyle, that is illegal here. As you can tell from the name of my channel, you do have to get a new birth certificate. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. And with that, I will see you guys later. Bye, sis.
Hit me on a date night, hope it's not a late night. Got a curfew and I'm trying to keep it, yeah. Secrets in the closet, virgin till I lost it. Boy, you know you drive me crazy, fuck me in the closet. You make me think twice.